Hello students, how are you? Hope that all of you are fine. So in the today's video of the spreadsheet, I'll explain you plus, minus, multiply and divide. And the plus operation I have already explained in my previous video. If anybody wants to learn the plus, how to sum, so go and check my previous video in my spreadsheet playlist. There it is, and I think its number is 4. So you can get the information about the plus from there. So, but in this video, I'll give you the quick review of how to plus also. So let's start. For that purpose, I have already opened my previous file in which I have explained how to sum, how to plus, how to use a plus. So there you see that the marks of Hindi, English and mathematics, and I sum all the marks using a plus operator in between them, plus button. So equal to we use to activate the formula, and I give the address of the cell B2. So you can see the color is blue, it representing this B2 cell. Here C2 representing the green color, and for D2 it is purple. So I get the sum. This is the one way to get the sum. Another way is using a sum function in which I have given the address of the cells and I separate the address of the cell using a comma operator. You can see that equal to is to activate and the sum is the inbuilt function. This is the opening parenthesis. B3 is the address of the this cell. C3 is the address of this cell and D3 is the address of this cell, and the close parenthesis. As I press enter, I get the sum. And the third way to get the sum is equal to, again I press to activate the formula. Sum function is there, opening parenthesis, but instead of giving the separate address of the cell, I have given the range. What range? I have given B4, starts from the B4 till D4. In between a colon is there which representing that we are making a range. Clear? So again the same formula I applied. This one I use a shortcut which is given there in editing. It gives us the sum of the selected cell directly after the selected cell, and the same I use. And here you can see that there is no difference between this add cell formula and this formula. Clear? So this is the quick review of the sum function. Now let's start. I give the name, change the name of the sheet 1. How? I click on this, right click, you can see there, right click, and it shows me the options, and rename our button is there. Click on that one. Now give the name sum. Yes. Next sheet I explain you about minus, comma, divide, comma, multiply. So I give the name to this sheet, minus, divide and multiply. Let's start. So you can see that the cells are very shrinked. So how we can zoom it? We take the help of the zoom bar, and I increase the zoom bar. You can see that the size increase. So another way to zoom is press the control button and use up scroll along with control button. So it zooms and here it shrinks. So start. So first, product. I give the name of the product in which I deal. So the product is, you can see that first bags, books, then bags, then pens and pencils. These are the 4 products in which I deal. I'll mark it bold, this one. These are normal fonts and this one is bold. The next, in last year, current year we can say, current year 2020, that is, I enter the cell. How we can increase the width of the cell? By clicking on the edge of right edge of the cells and the left edge of the cell. In between, the current cell is B1 and there I click. So now current cell is 5000, I can say 45,000, 4500, it is 5000, it is 4500, this one is 3000, and here 4000 pencils I have sealed in current year, that is 2020. And the previous year, only I give previous, not year I am giving. So previous year I sealed out book 3000 and Bags I sold out 5,000 and 45,000 around pens, and 3,500 around pens. So 3,000, 5,000, 4,500 and 3,500 pencils. If I by mistake use the word 1,000, 45,000, so forget it. It is 4,500. Yeah. Now I want to calculate the difference, sales difference between current year and previous year. So sales difference. Here I apply the minus function. Here, how? Equal to we use to activate the formula. You can see that a formula is activated. For minus, there is no direct function in MS Excel. We have to explicitly perform minus. So how? The address of the cell B2 representing the current year book sale, I use the minus button, minus operator, and I reduce the C2 from this one. C2, you can see that the color green it is showing here, C2, and the cell's active cell color becomes green. Press enter. There it is showing me the difference, that positive. Now simply I can drag this, or I can write down the formula again and again on the cell. There are the two options. If you want to drag the formula, it becomes easy and fast way. So the active cell, you can see this one is the active cell. Address of the active cell you want to see. So there you can see the active cell address in the name box bar D2. Now when I go at the bottom edge, right bottom edge of the cell, there we see the plus sign. It is shrink, small, thin we can call it, and simply by clicking on the left button of the mouse, I dragged it and I get the difference. So this means that this year there is an increase in the sales of the books. There is a decrease in the sales of the bags, pens also, and the pencil. So there I calculate the difference. So minus, here I show the example of the minus. Now next I display you how to use a multiplication. For multiplication, there we are having a direct function also called the product. I'll show you both explicit way or using a inbuilt function also. So here I give the price of the commodities in which I am dealing. So this is the current year price I am entering here. So what first thing I will do here, I'll make it align center. This one is align middle, and this make it align center. Okay. Yeah, it looks nice. Now sales price, I give the sales price of the books. Average sales price is I give 300 and bags 500. Pencils price I give 50 rupees and pens price 50 and pencils 10 rupees. This is the price. Now I want to calculate the sales this year, current year. For that purpose, what I have to do, there I calculate the difference. This is the current year sales, and I use the multiplication symbol. This one is the multiplication symbol. You can see it in the numeric bar. There we have a divide symbol, minus, plus, and multiplication. The star is there. Now this one is the price. When I multiply the current sales with the price, I can get the sales, how much sales I have done in the current year. Clear? So this way. Another way is using a inbuilt function which is called product, PRO. You can see that there we are having a product, multiplies all the numbers given as an argument. So in this function, product, this start parenthesis, and I give the address of the cell. The cell address is this, current year sale, multiply by the price, comma we use to give the second number, and it is the price. Close this parenthesis, press enter. So there I get the sales. If you want implicit, this one is using the function, and this one is I am using explicitly. I am using a multiplication operator. I am doing the product. Clear? So I'll drag this Same way I'll get the sales or product. So this is the example of a difference minus this is the example of a multiplication in which I performed multiplication. Now I'll show you the example of a divide also. So for that purpose I calculate the per day sale. Per day sale. So for sales this I'll use days keyword. I use this way I represent it. So per day sales. So sales ko I'll divide this. So this one is the sale. So equal to activate the formula. For divide there is no direct function available in the Excel. I have to perform it explicitly. So this one is F2, the address of the active cell in which sales is there. Then I use the forward slash which is representing the day, which is representing divide, and now I divide it by 365. So I'll get the per day sales. So again I repeat the formula. This use the divide symbol and divide it by 365. So you can take the help. I can take the help of drag also. So now here it is showing me the sales per day. Now you can see that it is in the after point 3 digits are there. We can take the help of home tab number ribbon. There decrease decimals. This one increase decimal. This button decrease decimal. So this decrease the decimal points. So up to 2 places I'll decrease the decimal point. This way I decrease the decimal point. So I'll make it dark. This cell, this cell is showing me the difference minus example. This one is the multiplication example and this one is the division example. Rest of the data is our data. So here I'll show you the difference as minus, divide and multiplication.